Hi everyone, I'm going to be explaining chapter 7.2 number 17 today. So the question basically gives us a graph, and there's a graph, and there's a 0.16, and there's also 0.324. This is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, and there's the point 0. So it's given that f of x equals to c(a to the x). So from the graph, it's clear that 324 lies on the graph. So we'll satisfy the equation of the graph, f of x equals to c(a to the x). So now we put x equals to 3 and f of x equals to 24. So when we do that, we get 24 equals to c(a to the cube. So we can assume that this is our first equation. And also from the graph, the 0.16 lies on the graph. So therefore putting x equals to 1 and f of x equal to 6, we get 6 equals to c(a to the 1. So we can assume this to be our equation number 2. So as we move on after that, we divide equation 1 by equation number 2. So there were two equations we got here. So 1 and 2, we divide 1 by 2. So 24 over 6 would be ca cubed over ca. And well, from that, if we calculate it, we get a squared equals to 4. And a can be 2. But it can also be negative 2. So we just have to keep that in mind. Since a cannot be negative, as a positive, this is a positive exponential function, so we just cancel out the 2 after that. Because even though it can be negative 2, but it's a positive exponential function, so it can only be 2. So it's not equal to negative 2. So as we get the number, so now we just put in 6 equals to c times 2. So c would be 6 over 2, which is 3. Therefore, the exponential function is f of x equals to c(a to the x equals to 3 times 2 to the x. So that's our answer. 3 times 2 to the x. And there you go.